Hello everyone, Cesare here with more Final Fantasy XIV. As you can see, Miro is here. Miro is joining us. Give us a wave. There we go. Hello Miro. Silly's here. He just got his White Mage to level 16. He's got the staff that never was. As it looks like it's something from Kingdom Hearts. Exactly. And Pia just logged on, but today we're going to continue with our events where we are doing primarily story today. When I hit level 35, we'll be taking a short break to go do the monk quest, and I learned this. That's right. Fists of Wind, I now move something like 10% faster. And Silly showing off his monk set. I thought your hair changed for a second. I was like, wait, no, that's the hat. Alright, so here we are. We're at our house here. You got Ghost there. You got Zephy, one of our newer members, who's been really active. We got Ghost down here. He looks kind of like Miro too, but with different hair, lightning hair, I think. He's been enjoying his tank set, I think. Alright, and here's Piamet with her silver outfit. I think it's the Shiva outfit. Pull out your book.
She can't. She's not logged in yet.
I'm not in.
Oh, that's right. She has this problem where she logs in and it takes 75 years to go.
I could tell because I tried to heal her and it didn't work. It didn't do anything.
See? Now look at that book. This book looks like, I call it the book that never was, because it looks like something straight out of Kingdom Hearts 2. Anyway, alright, so I need to, hey, look what Ghost has out. Hey? Look what Ghost has out. Fledgling dodo. Oops, I put too many E's in here.
Sorry, I was setting up my stream title.
Alright, so I am going to be teleporting to, I guess Aleport is the closest. No, isn't there a boat to Costa? Are you telling me?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's from
in Limsa.
Limsa.
I was
Ocean is
just-
bottom.
I was gonna say, because like I could have sworn there was. I've never actually taken the boat there, so this will be interesting.
You can also walk there.
Yeah, I could walk
Oh,
there.
did you? When you went there for the first time, you walked there?
No, I haven't gone
Or
there
you
yet.
on this character.
On this character, I only have one outside. Like I have two home points in Limsa, and one of them is in Limsa, and the other is in Aleport. I haven't gotten Moravi Dry Docks or Camp Summerford or Summerford, whatever. Farmstead. Alright, we're going down to the Fisherman's Guild. Alright, and now that we're there...
I need to host you with my Twitch account.
Sure.
Yeah.
Passage to Costa del Sol. This ferry is bound for Costa del Sol. Are you riding with us? I am. Look at that, mapping the realm, Eastern Lunasia. I spent a lot of time here as a ninja. Oh man, it's raining here. Yeah, awesome. I love when it rains here. So, Costa del Sol is a pretty big zone. I'll show you the map. Like, it's got two sides to it. And it's like a giant beach. I'll walk over here a bit so that everyone can see. But yeah, it's a big beach. It's storming out, which is awesome because I like when it rains here, as I said. But we are here to see an individual here, a Weiskit. Weiskit. Alright, so... I'll voice Weiskit, why not? Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of the Crags? That's you, Pac-Man.
We actually can't see.
I haven't done that yet, yeah. Hang on. There. Okay.
We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us.
You fancied ourselves heroes then, just like the tales?
Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours, and my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She's blessed with a power that protects her from primal influence. Thus was she able to lay low the Lord of the Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way.
A woman who can't be tempered. Useful, but it will not be enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and felled primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him, in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you will succeed.
Believe what you will. We mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan.
You are passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserved better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you to Ogamo on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master Girujeru's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our...
You gods, men, have you heard nothing I have said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates.
Do you imagine my words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way into Ogamo.
Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see to the remaining preparations.
Leaving the dirty work to the others, are we? Very well.
Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsalam hangs in the balance.
The Leminson way. Pawn things off on me. Gotcha. Also, Ishtal, you shouldn't point in people's faces. Trade. Alright,
She's
next
always
that.
been rude.
Weisket would first like to verify that you are not a complete fraud. Master Gegader's requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you out on your true task, I would like to verify that this will not be a waste of my time. A Nyx has recently been prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his land. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Alright, look at that in the distance. That is a binding coil. We won't go into any more detail right now, but you will find out later in the game exactly what that is and why it is there. Look at that landscape though, the sunlight. We managed to arrive here just in, sunset. We managed to arrive here just in time for sunset. Anyway, we're going to hop down into the water here. Okay, Hitbox is emailing me. Perfect. Alright. So yeah, so those of you who don't know, Windtrig is also broadcasting this stream over Twitch, or Hitbox today, and hosting me on Twitch, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, though my point of view won't have all of your stuff.
It's okay.
It's whatever I'm doing.
That's
or
fine.
doing with you.
That is fine. Okay, fattened herring. When used as a bait, a fish this size is sure to attract even the largest of beasts. Alright. Summons the whale shark from WoW. Alright, hello Nix. This makes me feel really sad, but I gotta fight a job. I don't have a stun yet. Alright. There we go. Sorry, Jeb. But it was necessary to proceed on the quests. Later in the game, when we get to actual jobs, one of you has to come with me for a certain point. Alright, so here we are. We're heading back into Costa del Sol, and you'll get a chance to see a little more of this of the town here. It's a very pretty area. Like, they did a really good job designing this area.
I just realized what point you meant. God.
Indeed. Alright. There's Weiskit there. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Nyx leg, almost as large as an Aldgoat leg, but several times leaner. Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an incident not long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, now that the pointless busy work is finished, I shall give you a challenge that as befits your talents. A modest proposal. Weiskit has an important mission for you. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gagaruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gagaruju desires can be so easily purchased. It is an extremely exotic feast, and so Miro, your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients our chef requires. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you need not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you in your quest. For the first ingredient, I will have you travel to the South Shroud and speak to Lendendel at Camp Tranquil. What? Do you mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste your time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe you can outlast the Lord of the Crags? Either do it or don't. I have work to do. Okay. So, I guess we're going to acquiesce to his demands, and we're going to head to Quarry Mill. Again, I'm going to teleport because I am lazy. I don't want to run all the way to South Shroud.
That would be a very long run.
Yes, indeed. Hey, Juba's on. Alright. So here we are in South Shroud. There's a lot of side quests here and such, but we're not going to be doing any of them. Hey, now it's raining here. Cool. Alright, we're going to ride a random mount today. Squirms wants a rest. I was riding him earlier this week. But our random mount pet's Squirms, so no rest for you.
Oh.
Indeed. At least he's got a hat. Look at that. Squirms has a hat. Blocks the rain from his eyes. Alright, so we are actually not heading to best grounds per se, but we're going to go here. If those of you from our earlier streams recall, we were actually here before. Okay. But now we're going to head south through the upper paths. There's a scarred antelope. It's a giant antelope. Alright, we haven't actually been down here before. I don't believe it's on stream. Or at least not all the way. Plus monsters are level 30 down here. We're heading up to Camp Tranquil, where there is another Aetheryte. And a Choco Cape. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in the Chocobo Porter? Ah, do not tell me this is your first time to visit the stop. I shall update my register with your name so you may access this location in the future. Alright, so now I can ride a Chocobo here. And then we are going to be hitting the Aetheryte. So now I can teleport here with the Fledgling Dodo. MP. Cat. Alright. Here's Kindra Tilsturmison. Alright, so you get to voice Landonell. Are you ready?
Yeah. Do you require assistance, adventurer? So, this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Nero. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant adamantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice.
Alright. The Penitent Man. Okay, you're gonna give me new gear? You are. Excellent. Landonell needs to explain a few things to you. Alright. I like how the weather proceeds into the cutscenes.
Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Gridanians are, by and large, an unforgiving a lot. Ditto here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Now then, where were we? Ah, yes, the egg. The first thing you must do is deal with the sentries patrolling the Adamantoise breeding grounds. Poaching is illegal in Gridania, in case you were unaware. A shame we have so few whalers to spare, especially with brownie bushes almost in season. Matron forfend if our garrick flies claim the crop before we receive additional sentries. Aye, we will also soon need the barrels of sting brew to weaken and ward off the pests. But if any of the Vilekin were found near the shrooms before we can take preventative measures, we would be forced to shift our patrols immediately. You will, of course, notify me if you encounter any agaric flies in the vicinity of the lower paths, yes? It went away?
Did my,
Yeah,
did that
your
last night
cameras
too.
both went away.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna turn the camera back on, but
Yeah, that's fine.
just so I'm sending out Lex. Can you guys see that now, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. Alright, as long as you can see the screen, that's all I care about. Perfect. Thank you, Sully. Alright, so now we gotta go do what he said. We gotta go down to them. Do you have the quest? I think you do. The Brownie Wick. Ah, yes. No, that's not it. There you go, Payment. You're gonna voice Deset. Deset appears to have caught scent of something.
The unmistakable smell of chocobo clings to you, adventurer. Would I be correct in assuming that you have your own trusty steed? I thought so. Now tell me, is your bird battle trained? If not, you might consider seeking the advice of Lucola over at Branch Meadows. This guardian native is something of a prodigy in all matters concerning our fine feathered friends. He should be able to help you attain greater affinity with your bird.
Excellent. Thank you.
Do it!
I won't be doing it till after I'm done in this area, but I will be. Yeah. Alright, so we got our Fist of Wind up. We are traveling. We're only going to run down here. It's not that far of a one run. It's just right over here. I remember the monsters in this area being a slightly higher level. Yeah. But should be no problem for me, as I have barely actually. I need to spend more time on this character to put a bigger lead between me and the quests, but so far it's okay. Brownie Bush, you sense a hostile presence. And a Garrick fly swarm. And there's a mid-lane condor to come fuck on me. I may actually die here. That's great. There we go. Didn't even see that condor when I first activated this. There we go. Okay, that was very close. Not a good choice by me at first, but it's all good. Alright, let's get this brownie bush. Yeah. Let's go talk to Linda now. Hello, Poochie Woochie. No battle chocobo yet. I got the quest, and I'm gonna go do it once I'm done here. Alright. Away we go. Alright, Sully.
I pray this year's crops of brownie bushes comes late.
Brownie Bush. Legend says that the Yarzia was once inhabited by a race of tiny creatures called brownies, and they would use the spores of this particular mushroom to paint their faces for battle.
Oh my, is this a brownie bush? And you say you slew a whole swarm of agaric flies? Matrons, teats, we cannot wait for reinforcements. We must do something.
Like, give me a new hat. Alright, let's equip our new hat. There we go. Changing of the guard. Lindonell has an urgent request for our kind adventurer.
This agaric fly infestation requires our full attention. I thank you for bringing it to my attention, adventurer. If I may impose upon your kindness further, I would ask you to inform my subordinates of this dire development. I have 3 whalers currently standing guard in Roots Lake. Inform each man that they are proceed to the lower paths and search for agaric fly swarms until further notice.
Okay. So now we gotta go tell these bastards that there's swarms. First one appears to be just over here, so we're just gonna jump off. Or not, because apparently I can't jump over a fence. There we go. Okay, honest wood whaler. This is a dude. A Carrack flies in the lower path? Then I mustn't delay. Thank you for relaying Captain Landadell's orders, adventurer. Alright. Hopping on our mount roulette. We get Doomerman. How fitting. Oh no, look at that. There's Malboros. Well, Stropers, but yeah. Fuck you, Stroper. I feel sorry for this wood whaler. Just hanging out here. Alright, this is dude, so you can voice this guy. Stodgy wood whaler.
What's that? Everyone is to search the lower paths for garrick flies? I know we hadn't to deal with any poachers recently, but I cannot help but worry that they will strike in our absence. But an order is an order.
Man, it's gotta be sucky. You get assigned to stand in a swamp looking at stropers, watching for poachers, and then you get reassigned to look for flies. Brazen wood whaler. A message from the captain? Damn, those vile kin are a danger to travelers on the road. I'll depart immediately. Alright, we are heading back to town. Look at those adamantoises. Usually they're like high level mobs or upper lower class mobs. There's somebody using botany, they got a scythe out. Look at that. Oh, they're riding the wedding chocobo. Okay. Hello, Lannendale. Ready, silly?
Yeah. I take it you have informed my men, then? Excellent work, Miro. However, I cannot keep the roosters distracted for too long. If you wish to pillage the hen house, you must do so now.
Alright. Trial by turtle. This is gonna give me toad skin. You sack of shit. Lannendale was wondering why you are still here.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in a nest to the east of here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Miro. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest, or your corpse will rot in this swamp.
Fuck you. I can kill an adamantoise. What the hell do you think I am? You say east? He did say east. I went the wrong way. Alright, now roulette. Back to Duramu. As Grandmaster of the land. Alright, Duramu. Let's get this egg. We get to fight these adamantoise. Little 30 midland condors. Yep, he wants to fuck on me. Alright, let's do this. You know, I got slow on him. Huh, there we go, I win. Alright. Interacting with the adamantoise egg. You feel the ground tremble beneath your feet. Don't actually have a stun yet, so that's... There we go. There we go. Yeah, that was really dangerous. Asshole. Okay. Claim the adamantoise egg. Done. This next step. Present the egg to Lannendale. Yes, you're poaching, so you're gonna go take the egg back to the person who doesn't want you to muddy up his reputation.
That's how it works. I thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. And by your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end.
An an exceptionally large egg with a seemingly unbreakable shell. When it hatches, the baby adamantoise that emerges will likely be as large as a hound.
Ha 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 ha! Such bravery, such recklessness, that will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Thanla. In Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uodod Nun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Mira.
Alright, so now we're going to go South Shad. But before we go there, we're going to make a short stop in Central Shad. Bent Branch Manos. Alright. So if you recall, we've been to Bent Branch before. There we go. Lucula. Greetings, adventurer. Is there something you need? You wish to have your chocobo trained in combat? This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help you train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Very well. To begin, we will need a bunch of gisselgreens. You have my leave to pick one up from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. Alright. So we're gonna go grab a gisselgreen. Doesn't really matter which one. Alright. Have you acquired the greens? Fresh gristle greens. Leafy greens originating from the Near East. If they were any fresher, they would still be in the ground. Superb. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of gistle greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears and face the danger. Thus, by feeding your bird the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you. And then, once called, it'll be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. You will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order, and it will act accordingly, and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fortoms family, one of the foremost houses of Ishgard. And that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about our practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. Summon your chocobo with a bunch of gisselgreens, and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The bruises that prowd the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. And lastly, by way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of gisselgreens on your person at all times. Our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Alright, companions now available. Let's go finish our quest, though. So we're gonna go talk to, this dude. This dude is where I buy most of my gisselgreens. After I repair my gear. Alright, so you just purchase tools, scroll down a bit, and gisselgreens right here. I'm only gonna buy 10 off them for now. But usually I get 9,999. No, 99 of them. Here we go. Hey, we get to ride the Griffin. Turn the music up. I realize it's been low. There hasn't been very worthwhile music yet, though, so it's okay. But I'll turn it up here just so future cutscenes and such do not have this problem. I also realized that my stream is only getting 17 frames per second. Once I'm done this quest, I'll take a short pause to see if I can get that fixed, because I don't like that. Alright, so we're going to summon our Chocobo. We just right-click our Gissel Greens. And there it is. Squirms has joined the party. Hello, Squirms. Alright. So if you watch, Squirms is packing it. Look at it, he's packing it. Unfortunately, Chocobos are not the greatest with enemies and they stand in things a lot. But if you get a healing Chocobo, you can pretty much solo anything in this game. Yay! Bosom buddies. And number 3 of the birds is. Alright. So we will now head back up onto Dunstan Spire, the Matron's Leith. We are heading down. Oh, no, I'm going all the way down. Oh, that was dangerous. And we are heading back around, and we're going to turn in our quest. So you've successfully negotiated your first few battles with your Chocobo? Well done. Tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? Your Chocobo can make up for your shortcomings, or build upon your strengths. Indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find that the approach that serves you best. Alright. Bird in hand. The Chocobo Lucolo may be far from home, or Choco Keep, but has some matters to discuss with his heart that he would discuss with you. Greetings, madame. Tell me, how goes the training of your avian mount? I could not help but notice that there is some bias towards real-life combat. All battling and no bonding makes for a less noble bird. I see you already have a fine residence of your own. Why not build a stable for your Chocobo? Closeness leads to fondness, and there are other perks. Indeed, I could tell you of those and more if you wish. We of Isgard have a knack for Chocobo husbandry, and we have forgotten more than Gardenia will ever know, I fear. One Istgardian knack is to stable Chocobos at one's residence. That makes it possible to train and feed the birds. The second knack is to keep the stable meticulously clean and picked up. Chocobos are cleanly creatures and easily distressed by slovenly housekeeping. Shall we get straight to it? Pick up every vegetable scrap littering the stable, if you please. Okay. Why is there a gate leading into a wall? I feel like that wasn't good planning. This one makes sense. Side gate into the pen. Look at Chocobo just walking around, doing what Chocobos do. Have you collected the vegetable scraps? Very good, I will take those. Vegetable scraps, random bits of pieces of vegetables, leaves, fruits left uneaten by a Chocobo. The place is as fresh as cream. How well the Chocobos looks, ruffling their feathers in contentment. You would do well to lay in a magic broom. You shall need to use those for a proper cleaning, but that is for another time. There is a more stable care than simple cleaning. And that brings us to the third Ishgardian knack, fresh feed. I am not the aptest tutor for this craft, however. There is one that has the knack right here in Bent Branch. That would be Mistress Margot, the resident botanist. She is in charge of all cultivars maintained here for the Chocobo. Go to her and beg a few greens and information from her. She will not stint you on either. Alright, ready, Packament?
Yep.
She is up here. Margot. Alright.
Some food for your chocobo. You've come to the right place for it. It has been a warm spring. Try the crackle root. Many birds who would otherwise go off their feed cannot resist these luscious roots. We raise them with love as well as skill. Master Lucola likes to call that a knack. I've no quarrel with it. 'Tis a joy to grow, whether it be vegetables, chocobos, or the skill in one hand. Why not try your own hand at growing vegetables? You say you have a house must have a field. Food grown with your love and care. How could your bird not thrive eating feed such as that? Mayhap we are not what we eat, elsewise my father would be a codfish a swim in butter, but the feed certainly makes chocobos eye. So sensitive is their nature that you can see the effect of a particular feed as clear as day. But I have yet to tell you about the main feeds. You are sure to be fascinated. Shall we ever tire of speaking of the Gisel greens? Precious, luscious plants. You can summon and train your birds with these greens, but as wonderful as Gisel greens are, they are hardly unique in being attuned to specific areas of a chocobo's abilities. The art of raising a chocobo involves choosing a balance of these vegetables to feed your bird, thus creating a chocobo that is, well, just so. The best laid plans of wranglers are often frustrated by a picky eater though. Do make sure you come to know each bird's likes and dislikes. There are no pieces of magic to bend to your will. But when bird and woman grow together, why, you might discover something very special indeed. And you would do well to grow your own feed. May as well fight with a pine sword to raise a chocobo without a vegetable field of your own. Visit the store to buy the seeds, and remember, love and skill, there's the knack. I do go on, don't I? You came for a handful of feed, and got an earful, but that's the way of it with us botanists. Take this fine specimen of a cracker root to your sweet chocobo, and I wish you both the joy of it.
Okay. Look at that. Were you able to collect some chocobo feed? Margot's never stingy with her vegetables. Gigantic cracker root. An unbelievably oversized cracker root, certain to make any chocobo the happiest bird in the realm. This particular specimen was given to you by Moogle's Gift Mount's stable hand, Margot Sharpmane. As fine a cracker root as I have ever seen. A magnificent specimen. This will make the training all the more efficient, I believe. We come to the fourth knack of chocobo husbandry, Mira, training. I hear Wrangler Keitha about her work. There's a thought. Go and speak with her. She will tell you much and more of training chocobos. Alright. Hello, Keitha. Packamet is going to do the honors again.
Nice to see you, adventurer. Here to learn about training your bird, you say? stable your chocobo and you'll be able to train the sweetheart. But you need to give him a treat straight after and not a moment later. What I do is to go pick up a choice bit of feed before I get the bird into training. The results vary, as that slick ruffian at the Ebony Stalls used to say. Around here, results depend on how clean the stables are, what treat you give, but long as you love your chocobo, it's hard to muck it up. Well now, got a fine root, a cracker root, on you already. That'll work a treat, no pun intended. Go on, start training. Little Leia there.
Hello, Leia. Why are you pointing at her? She just kicked. She's kicking Sebastian. You feed little Leia the gigantic cracker right after her training. Alright, Keitha.
That is sweetly done, venturer. You've got some skill at this, I reckon. Some are made to train just that one bird, but you can handle any chocobo. Some venturers share a stable, you know. Might be you could care for birds other than your own. You muck out the stables, that means you're helping raise the other venturers' birds as well as your own. Don't matter who did the mucking out, really. Those birds have been cared for, you see. That ought to hold you for a while. No use pouring too much wine into a cup. Who'd best rest? You'd best return to Luculat before his guardian braincase starts imagining the worst.
Thank you, Keisha. Alright, Lucolo. Sweetly done. High praise from Keitha. Excellent, excellent. I've taught you all the knacks you must know at this time, I believe. It is my hope that you will be able to stable to your residence, and there raise a chocobo to serve as your brave mount and trusted companion. How I long to meet that bird someday. He's standing right here. I trust you not to disappoint me. Ah, Squirms is pissed. Or Squirms. Look, Squirms is right here, buddy. Putchy Witchy, how long does it take? 30 stupid 30-day real life days like in 11? No. I already have the chocobo. I already have him able to fight with me, and I can mount him and ride him around. The difference is the only thing that takes a while is coloring your chocobo, which takes a good 30 minutes or a good 6 hours. So it's still a little quicker, just a little. All right, silly. We are going to the Forgotten Springs.
Who's the Forgotten Springs?
Okay, at this time I'm going to take this time to reset my recording for this.